Hey, I'm Cortavius. It's time for Hard Faction Wars, Lizardmen and High Elves. We're going to do the first three stages of both of those, and I will do everything possible to get 3 stars in all of them because I don't want to have to come back to these stages. Let's get into it. All right, so we have heal your champion's HP by 500,000, which I learned in the other factions is not a lot of healing. So I am obviously using a TX wave clearing, but I need to make sure I heal before TX kills everyone. So I do need to get out somebody. I'll take Venom Mage out. We got to put Pytheon in, can be my healer. I guess I also, since I should be okay, I could take Chagor out and put in Jarrig. Jarrig has a A1 decreased attack, ally protection, but he places a continuous heal buff on an ally for 1 turn whenever that ally loses 20%. So Jarrig can put up some continuous heals. He may be brand bang. He's naked? No, he's got some HP and some speed. All right, he's wearing gear even. How about that? So a couple healers, Pytheon to keep everybody alive. Let's just run with that.
Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out Play and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid, complete the tutorial. And step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in raids, so click on that link before it expires.
All right, let's see how fast we get the healing, because then we can just unleash Tia. I guess the problem is you probably need to take some damage to heal, right? So if I use Tiox's A3, he just kills everybody. So I think I'm actually going to let him weak hit. I wouldn't normally do manually, but I think TX is just going to kill everybody. So Pytheon heals with his A1, so he got 19,000 on that. Not too much. All right, I guess I will, well, I'm going to see what TX can, yeah, see, that's the problem. Didn't heal at all there, did we? Well, this would be so much faster if I didn't have to do the stupid healing thing. I might end up regretting TX in here and just have to go with somebody who is not healing. Didn't want to do that, actually. Oh, well. We need to take some damage, actually, because that's how Jared can do his healing. I think we're going to lose Jared anyway. Well, I guess there's not a whole lot of point you guys sitting here watching this. This isn't very exciting, so I guess I'm going to come back and just keep using Pytheon's A1 and see if I can hit that 500,000, because I'm at 150 already. Once I hit that, then I just go auto and let TX kill everybody. Well, that went too fast. TX just killed people too fast. I wouldn't be able to get the healing in, so I actually took TX out as damage. And I put in Aax the Remember, kind of forgot about him, but Aax has a heal on his A2, and there's no real damage in here other than the Romantu can actually hit, but so I can just put it on full auto, let it run. It'll take a while to get to the boss, but I don't have to manual. I can just let it run full auto, and they're gonna get plenty of healing in. Actually, we've already hit the healing number, so I can just go do other things, come back, let them finish. So that run worked real easy, just Aax and just having actually just Python by himself or Aax by themselves would do it. You just can't have damage so that the run goes long enough. All right, a blistering fast 9.5 minutes there, but as I said, I was able to hit auto and go do other stuff and just wait for them to come and finish to the finish line. So I'll take that over a manual run, considering I'm only gonna do it this one time and I'll never do stage 1 again. So you can see Python, we needed to do, what was it, 500,000 in healing? Python did 1.4 million, so Aax did 1 million. Plenty of healing. So, yeah. And then Romantu was basically the damage dealer, and Nekma with his AoE did well. Nekma was in a provoke set, by the way, so that probably also helped control the waves, but Python never even revive anybody, so easy run. All right, stage 2, place 10 stun debuffs. I gotta see, hold on, I'll be right back. So not great options for stuns. I do have Fushan, who's naked, but he has a 35% chance of placing a stun, which for 2 turns. So it's 2 chances at 35% each, so 70% roughly if you ignore statistics. So 2 35% chances, it's okay. It'd be kind of fun to put him in a stun set, actually. And then a good champ for this actually is Basatha, who I don't know where you use him anywhere in the game. But he's got a 100% chance on an AoE on a 4-turn cooldown. So he works, but am I building Basatha for the faction wars? Not unless it's stage 20 and I want to run it all the time. And I need to get 3 stars, which to farm the materials, I didn't see anywhere you need to get 3 stars. So I don't see building him. Everybody else in here was kind of single target or not good percentages. So actually, what I think I'm going to do is just take Necmo, who's in a provoke set for Hydra, and put him in a stun set and let his triple AoE A1, AoE A2, and his third one's just a buff for himself, and he goes again. So he's all AoEs. I think I'll just put him in a stun set. Problem with that, though, is if you're going to do the stun set, then you do really kind of want block buffs. The only block buff champs I have are Stalker and Romantu, both of which are single target. So that doesn't work. The other thing you can do is control them so they can't take turns. So I do have Chagor, who once he gets poisons out there, it's really hard for the enemy to take a turn. And I do have Romantu, who can at least strip the block buff. So I think between Romantu and Chagor, we'll get the control. And you could bring Razin in to do his AoE turn meter decrease. It's just on a like forever 6-turn cooldown. So I think we'll go with those guys and put Necmo on a stun set, see how it does. All right, we got Necmo on a stun set. We got Chagor in there to try and control them so that hopefully they can't strip. That's just up to Chagor landing those sleeps, though, and when he does his A1. It's nice to see them targeting Hefrak. So we're off to a whopping 1 stun from the first round, but hopefully Necmo can get enough of those in before we kill all the waves. Thor is actually going to do some damage here, so... Well, I'll let it run on auto, and we'll just see if they hit the end, and I'm fearing right now we're just going to kill them too fast. But we'll see what happens. All right, so I had to take Chagor out and just go with, again, just low damage and let them run it on their own auto. And now we just hit the 10 on 10 on the last wave with Necmo landing 3 stuns on that one, thankfully. So now we can hit auto and just let them finish these guys off. But basically, yeah, my strat with these is put people in sets that can do it and then just don't have damage dealers to give them the time to let it run. All right, got 3 stars on that one. And basically just really nobody did down, kind of spread across, but all right, well, mission accomplished. On to the next one. And we have to do poison debuffs. We have Venomage, we have Anax, we have Dracomorph, we have Chagor. So this is an easy one for me. So I actually wonder if I could put Teox back in and clear quickly on this one. This one I think I could probably do manually, but just not have to let it go 10 minutes, but just be fast with it, because I just got to make sure I get out the poison debuffs first. So let's lock her out. We don't really want TX to kill anybody here. Thank you. And then let Venomage get out there with poisons. So Venomage just put 10. Now we want Chagor to go out there and throw out some poisons. And we are at 18. So I think we can just go auto here. Let TX kill the wave and hope TX doesn't kill everybody before we get another chance. Elva, that's 19. We need 1 more poison to land. Is that 20? No, still 19. We might need to keep an eye on TX here. He might just kill everybody. But that's still 19. Yeah, so if I hadn't stopped TX there, he would have killed everybody. So good thing I stopped. That would have blown my key. So we need a manual there. We need, oh, that's the poisons we needed. So that's 20 out of 20. All right, we can let TX clean house here. Plenty of debuffs up there to get him sparked. TX, AoE, thank you. All right. Took a minute with me talking about it, so that's pretty smooth. Obviously, you didn't need to use TX in there. You could have just Venomage, Chagor, somebody in a Necmo and a Toxic set. Those are all pretty easy. All right, well, that is Lizardmen. They are down 3 stages. Let's move over to the High Elves, right? So High Elves are one of my weakest factions. I mean, I still have Elhain in my starter champ in Lifesteal in my faction war team. So there's other champs available, but that's not a faction that I've really got people built for. So 2 healers, she's in Lifesteal and she's a healer, and I got Apothecary in there. So I'm just gonna hit that on auto and assume they're gonna get the 500,000 healing we need pretty easy. So I'll bring it back if something looks interesting here. I do find it possible that I could just die in here, and actually I'm not sure Totura is even geared, which would be a problem. So I'll let them run and bring it back if something interesting happens. Well, we got the healing in, but everybody died. So I probably need to go make sure everybody has gear on. Particularly, I mean, he did do 600,000 on wave 1, so maybe he is geared, but I'm gonna go take a look. Well, I even put better gear on Elhain and got to the 3rd wave here, and we're about to get whipped. Man, I just don't have the champs even. I mean, I just put good gear on Elhain. I put tack gear on her. She just can't stay alive. I mean, those guys hit hard. So maybe regen on Arbiter. It's kind of a pain. This is stage 1. I am screwed in this faction. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly sitting here thinking I might just have to sit this one out. But if I look at the bench, I've got Lysandra in there who can do some turn meter manipulation for me. I've got Yannick in there who can hit. I have the fusion that I did. He's a defense-based champ that can do some damage and would actually be easier to keep alive than. And you do have champs like Neldor and Creodin who can help freeze and keep waves in there. So I might just need to build some champs better. I can't have Elhain be my primary damage dealer. So I think it's time to get Creodin and Neldor. I need them built for Fire Knight anyway, and they would bring some control, or at least one of them. So if I could bring some CC in, build Lysandra to get, and I could put speed gear on her. Then between Arbiter and Lysandra, you'd have some turn meter manipulation, or Neldor to freeze and put some control in there. And then get this Lysanther dude or Yannica, one of those two, built to be a damage dealer. Both Spirit Affinity, probably not helpful, but actually there were a lot of Force champs in this wave, so actually both of them would be better choices than Magic-based Elhain, so she was the wrong affinity. So actually Spirit-based would be better, and Defensive would definitely be better, because as I said, those guys were hitting pretty hard in that last wave. So yeah, I don't know if I'll take one more attempt, but yeah, there's just a lot of work to do. So I think CVC's coming up on Tuesday, and I'd probably just build Lysandra, Lanther, get these guys in Minotaur and build this faction up. Man, it's the first faction I just haven't knocked off, but wow. I mean, I easily auto normal 21, but this faction's just not had love from me. It looks like my worst faction by far. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it. So man, the first fail feels bad. Stage 1 of High Elves up the creek. So yeah, got some champs here to build. Motivation, kind of like that about Faction Wars. That's what I liked about normal. It gave me motivation to go build champs. Well, here it is. It's time to build faction. Thanks for watching, fan. Hey, man, it feels disappointing, but hey, I wanted a challenge, so I should be happy. But it's stage 1. Crap.